Hi guys, and welcome to day 14 of my 40-day water fast. Last night I had a great sleep as opposed to the following previous 3 to 4 nights where I was getting maybe sort of 2-3 hours sleep per night. Last night I had a full sleep, so that was actually great. This morning I woke up with a spring in my step, and so it's all good. The spirits are still high. It feels like I could do a marathon. I'm full of energy, although I'm lucky if I can walk a mile without getting out of breath. So my spirits are still high. I feel great at day 14, but I would just like to mention a few new starts on fasting.ws. One, the person's name's Hope, and there's other few actually. Sorry, it's joined the fasting.ws new starts, and they have started their fast with a juice fast, which is good. So I wish Hope and a couple of our new starts with the very best on their first fast, and good luck. We wish all the best. We're there to support you, Ron, and a lot of other guys on the site. So I hope you enjoy sort of sharing your vlogs, and obviously that we are there to help. But anyway, it's day 14. I feel fine. I had an email this morning from one of my friends on the site saying that they performed the saltwater flush yesterday, and the saltwater flush didn't work. Now, the only reason that I can think of is there wasn't enough salt in the water for the full flush to take effect. They said that they weren't going to do the flush again because they were scared as well that the flush, saltwater flush would remove all the bacteria from their intestines. Yes, that is true, but at the same time the saltwater flush removes the good and the bad bacteria from the intestines. And obviously when you finish the fast, your fast, whether it be a water or juice fast, then obviously you would realign your intestines with healthy bacteria, i.e. probiotics or natural yogurt, which is live yogurt, and that lines the actual intestines with the healthy bacteria. But I mean, I've done the saltwater flush for quite a while now, and I've had absolutely no problems whatsoever. But there you go anyway. But moving on now, I was going to share with you guys a story that I did sort of say that I was going to leave this sort of true story. So here we go. We're now entering the twilight zone of stories. Doo-doo-doo-doo. This is a true story. A couple of years back, I was walking from a house to go to the local store, and as I was walking through the archway to go to the store, I noticed a gentleman who was lying at the other side of the actual road, lying on the pavement. But in America, you guys would call it a sidewalk, but we call it here a pavement. And he was sort of, his head was on the road and the pavement, sorry, sidewalk. And I was sort of surprised that when I looked at him, he was lying face down, and all the people were walking back and forth. They're walking round about him, and it must have been a full 2 minutes I was watching this, and I was pretty much disgusted, with these people. And so as I was watching them, there was no sort of compassion. The guys were just walking back and forth, and so I felt a wee bit upset. So I decided to go over and help this gentleman. And so as I was walking across the road, I had bent down to actually pick him up, to help him off the road, to actually put him in a doorway so that he would be safe. And as I was bending down, something touched my shoulder, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, it must be his hand. So I'd grabbed round and I'd grabbed something, and I thought, this can't be his hand. It's awful furry, unless this man's got a furry hand. And as I'm helping him up and grabbing this, thinking his hand, it was a wee bit too furry to be his hand. So I pulled it off my shoulder, and I looked at it and it was looking at me, and it was a budgie regard. Now, of all the people that are walking back and forth, I mean, it could have picked anyone's shoulder to fly on, or you know, it picked my shoulder to fly on as I was helping this guy off the sidewalk or curb, and so I'm holding the budgie and I'm trying to help this guy up at the same time, and as I'm struggling to help him up, holding the budgie at the same time in my hand, I actually got him up, and I got him safely into the doorway of a shop to make sure he was safe, and he says, yeah, I'm fine, I'm okay now, and so I left him there. So I'm still holding this budgie in my hand, and I'm thinking, God, what do I do here? So automatic reaction, budgie seed. So I'm holding the budgie. I thought, okay, I better get this budgie some food. So the store in America was just 10 yards up the road, so I started walking towards the store, and there was two girls standing outside the store, and they saw me holding the actual budgie in my hand, and they did say, excuse me mister, are you taking your budgie for a walk? And at that I was absolutely shocked. My face went absolutely bright red, and I'm thinking, oh no, what do I say to this? I didn't say nothing. I just walked into the store holding the budgie in my hand, and I'd bought some budgie trill, and I'd paid for the trill and went home with the budgie still in my hand and the trill in the other hand, and I kept the budgie for a day. And after that, the day after, I'd phoned up the bird sanctuary to take the sort of budgie away. But it was quite strange. It's sad and funny at the time, because helping the guy up, and unusual, the budgie had picked me to fly on the shoulder when I was helping a beggar off his bend, or helping the beggar off the street. You know, it was quite strange, weird, but true. But I think the saddest thing about that story was, I'd heard a few weeks later that the gentleman that I helped up had passed away. He was an alcoholic, and he was an older gentleman, and he died. So that was a sad part of the sort of story. But anyway, moving on. Ron, the site admin on Fasten.ws, he proclaims that he's got a bit of Scottish inside him, and obviously his grandmother's sort of half Scottish, and they lived in Nova Scotia. But I noticed that Ron was trying to talk some Scottish at the bottom of his post to me, and I sort of had a little laugh. So here's something for you, Ron. Listen to this, okay? You can't put a bit of butter on your knife. How's that? I thought I would say it just to wind you up a little bit, Ron. But anyway, I better leave it there because I'm running out of time here. Day 14, I'm on top of the world, great spirits, and good luck to all the new fasters on Fasten.ws. I'm here to support you guys. Looking forward to day 21. Anyway, tomorrow's day 15. I'll give you another sort of little short story tomorrow. This is a bit stranger than sort of the one I just told you. But anyway, guys, you look after yourselves and take care, and God bless, and I shall catch you guys tomorrow. See you later.